What is up, guys? Johnny B here again today. As you can see, I am in a different location. We moved in here October 28th. This is a new garage and it's still a mess. That's why I haven't been able to make a video. I've been slacking on making videos just because it's been so much work trying to get this place, set up and ready. We've been doing a lot of remodeling and most of our stuff from when we moved is still in the garage. So it doesn't look the best, but I am working from it now. And I want to make this video to show you guys a project that we're going to be doing for this week, which is going to be this silver BRZ. We're going to be doing a V3 kit. It's going to have some really nice wheels. We're going to do a chassis mount wing, which I've never actually done a video on, but I have it installed before. And just yesterday, I actually got this lift installed. And I can go ahead and park my FRS daily up here and my ST daily down here. I've been using this a little bit more lately than that, just because it's a lot of fun, doing the boost, making boost noises. And then in the background, way back there, you can see my FRS with the hood open. So that car's been in here, taking away from the sun. It was getting a little bit sun faded at the old shop. So having it inside the garage makes it a lot nicer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start on this, and then we'll give you guys an update on the garage, in a different video. So here is the BRZ. It's already got V-lands on it. It's got a stock bumper that is falling off. It's got stock wheels. It's got some Rally Armor mud flaps. And what else? Oh, I think it has an exhaust. It's got the stock tails, but it does have I believe it's a Tomei. Yeah, look at that. I think it's the 80R. So it does make a lot of noise. And it's got some stickers in the back. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. The mods are starting to pile up, mainly the headlights and the exhaust. But once this car leaves, it will look completely different. One of the biggest things is gonna be the whole exterior with the V3 kit. And then we have most of the parts here. So we have a big wing there. You can see the chassis mount metal piece there. The wing stands are here. We have the rear diffuser there, front splitter, side skirts. I believe the over fenders are both right there. And then behind this door, we have something really special. Let me move this chair. Bam. Look at that. Turn on this light. We have a new set of wheels. These are forgestar wheels. I believe they're the M14s with a lot of meat. So those are the rears. And we have the two fronts over there, which are gonna be going on this thing. So it's gonna look very, very different to how we're seeing it now. So it's good to see a little bit of before and after. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by taking off what needs to be taken off, removed. Probably the wheels, the mud flaps need to go, front bumper needs to go. And we need to raise the car up, obviously. So before we remove the wheels, we gotta raise it up. Probably leave it on some jack stands so we can start tearing into this thing. And it looks like it's on stock suspension because my jack fits under. And there it is. All four wheels off the ground. And we can go ahead and remove everything. Got everything removed and did the first cut. So by remove, I removed most of the inner fender liner, wheels, bumper. So typically what I do is I translate the same cut to the other side. So I'll bring the actual piece that I cut off of one side and match it up to the other side so I can get them to be symmetrical. The fronts are done. The front crash bar is cut. You can see I cut the ends off. And then I'll go ahead and paint the crash bar because it is gonna be visible. Those cuts need to be made for the bumper to actually fit over the stock crash bar. Got the front bumper on. I usually test fit the front bumper, and then we go ahead and put the front fender on. That way I can make sure that everything's lining up properly. We got the fender on, so I got to get the fitment nice and smooth, get this nice and flat. Typically what you want. Obviously, it doesn't have to be perfect now because I'm gonna remove it again, but I want to get it, you know, as close as possible. That way when we make the holes, everything's gonna line up perfectly. And these are gonna be the ones going up next. We're gonna go ahead and lift these up. I might need some help just to get the front. We're gonna be installing the diffuser that comes with the Pandem Kit. So I have to go ahead and chop off. You don't wanna chop it off completely because you do need a portion of it to actually bolt on. And now we have some nice connectors that are gonna be watertight. So now that's not touching and that's not touching anymore. So that's what you want. Got the bumper removed. I had to remove the crash bar, which is right there, to install this crash bar, which is technically a wing mount, but it will serve as the crash bar. Got the rear bumper slitted, so that way the mounts for the big wing are, you know, protruding. They're through the bumper. Wing stands are now on. I've just kind of mocked them up on there because I need to figure out where exactly they go, whether they go on the inside or the outside of that. And they have a lot of adjustment, so I need to figure out which adjustment is going to be the best and if I need to cut the bumper more. Looks like it does go through the outside of those and it lines up good, so looks like the way we did it works out. The time has come to paint the body kit. We're going to be doing the front bumper, front and rear over fenders, and the side skirts. So these are all ready to go. Prepped them, fixed some cracks that were on the side skirt. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply some paint and then some clear coat, and then let these dry overnight, and then we can probably go and install them tomorrow on the car. Got all the base coat down on all the parts, and now I can go ahead and apply the clear coat finally. And now that the kit is drying, I want to go ahead and finish chopping this up, welding it up and sealing it up. That way when I bring the kit, it'll be ready to install again. Cut, grind it down, and slit, so you can see all the slits that I make there. That's for the inner part of the inner fender, and that's gonna get folded up and welded up to the top, so you can see the cut that I did. Obviously you can see this is where the bottom of the stock fender would be, so you can see that's quite a bit of distance that was cut. About almost 4 inches of extra cut that I did, which is going to be more than enough. Normally if you have the kit, it's probably around like 3 inches. So 3 inches from the lip of the edge of the actual body kit is how much travel you're going to have to move when you have a really wide tire. Let's say you air out, you're going to have 3 inches to tick in. So got the rears welded up. As you can see, I put 2 spot welds on each one of these tabs. That's more than strong enough compared to the glue that they have. So now the next step is to go ahead and chop this off and then seal it all up. So I got everything sealed up, and I went ahead and flat blacked it all. It's just fresh, so that's why it's still shiny, but once it dries up, it's gonna be nice and matte black. You're probably wondering, what the heck is that, Johnny? Why do you put like a random spot there? And the reason for that is the vents go there. So the vents on the side skirt and then the vents on the actual over fender go there. So when you look through them, you can see the silver of the car. But if you flat black that spot and you look through the vents, you just see pitch black, so you can't even tell. Got the bumper back, I've mounted up the splitter. You can see all the bolts that it takes to mount it up. And then I went ahead and cut out the piece for the front grille. Got that under. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the front bumper on for the first time with its new paint job. And we got 2 Fiesta STs just chilling. Bumper is on. It's not fully mounted, but look at that. That already looks amazing. And we're not even done yet. There it is, fully mounted with the hood closed. Looks super good. The color match came out really well. Got the front fenders on. Still gotta do the side skirts and the rears. Just wanna show you guys before we continue how good that looks. Look at this fitment. So good. Got the Fiesta over here bringing in the car parts so we can go ahead and finish off the BRZ. Got the rear quarter panel piece on with the side skirt. There's literally 1, 2, 3 bolts holding on for now because we're gonna put some really meaty tires. Got the front canard on, and now we're gonna be putting this little side canard, I guess is how you would call it. Goes right here. We're gonna go ahead and mount that and see how it looks. Got the side canard fully mounted. Looks great. Got all the rear canards on. Set them over here. We're gonna go ahead and take the fronts now so we can put the fronts on because we're done with the suspension in the front. We're putting lowering springs for now. He's gonna get coilovers later or bags, but for now, you know, he spent all this money with wheels and body kit, paint, install, and everything. He probably spent around like 8-9 grand if I had to guess. So the suspension's gonna wait, but we just put in like $300 tin lowering springs for now. So now that those two are in the front are done, we're gonna go ahead and put the front wheels on, and then we're gonna do the rear suspension and then put the rears on. So there's the wheel, and it's fully extended obviously because the car is lifted up on jacks, and look how close it is to the splitter. Look at that. Only reason it's like that though is because once obviously you put the car down, this is gonna come up, and it's gonna, this part, the furthest forward part of the tire is gonna be literally in this design right here, so it's not gonna have any interference. It just looks like that at the moment because of the way the car is drooping. We got the spacer on, and like I said before, it was lining up with this. Now it's lining up with this exactly as I hoped it would. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Look at that. You want a little bit of poke, like the little bit of poke where the tire is stretching. It looks so good. Imagine if this was in, you wouldn't even be able to see the wheel anymore. It just wouldn't look as nice. So with that setup, the extra 25mm spacer, the front end fitment is gonna look much nicer. So we got the car down. I had to put some wood pieces underneath to lower it. And check this out. It barely fits underneath the front lip. Now to finish up cleaning it up, dusting it off, cleaning up around here, and then we can close the garage. And then when the customer gets here, we can open it and see his reaction. Oh, I got it all mounted on. We got to see how lowered it is, and it's actually not bad. You can see there how the wheel conforms perfectly to that front arch of the body kit, and then it comes up and it actually lines up really well with the top. So it's like not tucking the tires, just like right there where the lip of the body kit is. And it looks good. The front looks really good as well. I know it's a little bit taller than you would want it, but for like, if let's say you're daily driving it, we're driving it home right now, that's actually really perfect. You can absorb some bumps. You're not gonna rip off your brand new, you know, installed front bumper. So this is actually really nice. The tin lowering springs actually worked on the V3, surprisingly. I don't know if that was actually gonna work, because normally you go coilovers and lower it to where you need it to be. But that looks amazing. So I'm gonna clean up, pick up all my tools, make this area presentable, and wait for the customer to get here. All right guys, the car's done. We have Anthony here with us. He's ready to see his car for the first time. I mean, he's seen a little bit of teasers on Instagram, but let's see his reaction when he sees it right here for the first time. Let's see. Go ahead, come on in.
Yeah, you were kidding about that color, man. That looks nice, man.
Yeah, the fitment actually came out really nice with the TNs, because the issue with it was that if this would have been on stock height, this would have been like more here, and it would rub on that. But with the TNs, it actually came up to like that level. The front is a little bit higher, but it's nice because you can still get over stuff like speed bumps and whatever, and you're not gonna worry about, like, let's say you're turning, sometimes the wheel kind of peeks out, and if you hit like a bump, it'll actually hit the kit and damage it. So for daily driving right now, this is gonna be perfectly fine later on if you get like air suspension or coilovers.
It's still pretty nice and high right now. I think over speed, like you said, speed bumps.
Yeah, it'll still be nice and comfortable to drive around and not have to worry. You won't have to worry about destroying your front bumper on something, because it's, you know, you still got at least, I'd say at least like 4 or 5 inches of lift in front.
And I love it. It looks great.
Yeah, came out great. It's funny like seeing the before and after, because we actually recorded the before.
Did you?
And
normal looking.
yeah, so it was just stock pretty much.
Yeah.
Stock wheels, stock suspension. You did have the V-lands already on it, so that was nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like those headlights go the best
They look good
with the kit because it looks so aggressive. Like it has the same angles and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, I love it, man. It looks great. It's like a different, totally different car.
Right? You went from you just skipped a bunch of stages. Like people go stage 1, they'll go like wheels and tires,
Yeah.
coilovers.
It took me forever to save, and I want to do it all at once. So
Yeah.
I did it. Now I just need to get on that level of power back there.
Yeah, get
that hidden monster back
the power of that right there. All right, so we talked a little bit off camera. He's getting ready to go. He's excited. This is gonna be his first drive with the V3. We're gonna get to see it come out and then take off. Maybe hear some noise. Wow, that looks good. Okay, come straight, slowly. Woo. Okay, come here. Oh, not too bad. Oh, we're good. Looks like everything made it out.
Okay, I didn't know if I scraped. I thought
Like you could hear stuff. Yeah, I mean, you're articulating a lot here because of the way it comes down. So you should be good though.
I scraped already. I was like, no.
It looks so good driving out of the garage. Look at that. All right, Anthony, we'll see you later.
Thanks, man.
Well, I'll send you the link to the YouTube later on so you can see your video of like the whole build of the car. So you see the whole process.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Dude, I'm loving this thing already.
Dude, it looks so sick.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Good evening.
enjoy. Always got that pops and bangs. All right, so that build's done. On to the next. We'll see you guys next time. And let me know if you guys want to see any more videos of this thing. I just haven't driven it all of COVID and it's just been sitting, so I kind of want to do something with it. I have to get the garage ready, so there'll probably be some videos on that and a little bit of updates. But till next time, you guys have a great day.